What is up, Naptown? Bleed Blue family, you better sit down for this one. We are talking about a fully weaponized, aggressive offensive starting lineup, a massive three-time Super Bowl champion defensive tackle coming straight from Kansas City to beef up our D-line, and, wait for it, some absolutely insane trade rumors involving our young franchise quarterback that have the whole Circle City buzzing. Yeah, it is getting crazy out here for the shoe. Make sure you smash that subscribe button right now because we are dropping the hottest Indianapolis Colts news daily. Let's get right into it.
All right, y'all, let's talk about what Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen are cooking up over at 56th Street, because the latest predictions for the Indianapolis Colts starting lineup post-free agency are absolutely electric. The front office has made it crystal clear. The focus is completely on building a highly aggressive, unstoppable offensive machine around Anthony Richardson. We are talking about a unit that is betting heavy on the full recovery of our main guys to take the AFC South crown right back to Lucas Oil Stadium where it belongs. When you look at the blueprint, Steichen is designing a playbook that maximizes AR's freakish athletic ability and absolute cannon of an arm. The additions we made during free agency were surgical. We brought in guys who can stretch the field, create separation, and give Richardson those big, reliable targets down in the red zone. But the real heartbeat of this aggressive shift is the recovery of AR and Jonathan Taylor. When you put a fully healthy JT in the backfield alongside Richardson, you are forcing opposing linebackers into an impossible situation. Do they bite on the read option and let JT gash them for 20 yards? Or do they stay home and watch AR take off down the sideline like a freight train? The beauty of this lineup is that it doesn't just rely on one trick. We have Michael Pittman Jr. locked in as that reliable alpha receiver, Josh Downs ready to completely tear up the slot in his sophomore season, and an offensive line anchored by Quentin Nelson and Ryan Kelly that is returning to that nasty mauler mentality we expect in Indy. Analysts are looking at this post-free agency roster and realizing that the Colts are not just trying to compete, they are trying to dictate the pace of every single game. This aggressive mindset means we are going to see more deep shots, more dynamic play action, and a heavy dose of RPO that will leave defenses completely out of breath. The entire franchise's title hopes in the AFC South hinge on Richardson staying healthy and fully absorbing this playbook. But if he does, man, the rest of the league is in serious trouble. We are building a track meet on turf, and this starting lineup reflects a team that is tired of playing conservative football. It is all gas and no brakes for the shoe this year.
Before we dive into this massive defensive signing and the crazy trade rumors, do me a huge favor. Drop a like on this video right now if you believe Anthony Richardson is going to take over the league this year, and let me know in the comments how many passing touchdowns you think he will throw. Your support keeps this channel running.
Now, flip the script to the defensive side of the ball, because we just got a massive upgrade in the trenches. The Indianapolis Colts have officially reinforced the defensive line by bringing in a highly experienced defensive tackle who is a three-time Super Bowl champion, spending the last 8 seasons building a dynasty over in Kansas City. Now, while the entire NFL was obsessing over the flashy skill players, Chris Ballard quietly went out and secured a veteran who knows exactly what it takes to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. Think about the magnitude of adding a guy like Chris Jones to our locker room. After 8 dominant seasons with the Chiefs, he brings a level of leadership, accountability, and an undeniable winning mentality that you simply cannot draft out of college. Our defensive line was already a problem with DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart eating up double teams, but adding a 3-time champ into that rotation, that takes us from a good front four to an absolute nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. This veteran defensive tackle understands the grind of late January football. He knows how to rally the troops when the defense is gassed in the fourth quarter. The AFC South is loading up on offensive firepower. You see what Houston is doing, you see Jacksonville. So our counterpunch has to be a defensive front that can collapse the pocket in under 2.5 seconds. By bringing in a guy from Kansas City's championship pedigree, Steichen and defensive coordinator Gus Bradley are injecting a championship DNA directly into our young core. Imagine guys like Laitu Latu, Kwity Paye, and Deo Odeyingbo getting to pick the brain of a dude who has 3 rings. That mentorship is invaluable. It is not just about the stats he would put up on Sundays. It's about how he holds everyone accountable in practice on a cold Wednesday morning in December. He transforms the culture. He demands greatness on every single snap because that's all he has known for the past 8 years. For a team that is right on the cusp of breaking out and making a serious playoff run, having a veteran defensive tackle who has literally won it all on the biggest stage is the exact piece we needed to fortify the middle of this defense. All right, take a deep breath, Naptown, because this next piece of news is going to make your head spin. As we get deeper into the offseason, the analysts are starting to lose their minds, and they have proposed two massive trade scenarios that they claim could instantly elevate the competitive level of the Indianapolis Colts. And here is the kicker. One of these options actually evaluates using our young, face-of-the-franchise quarterback Anthony Richardson as a valuable trade chip. I know, my jaw hit the floor too. Let's break down why these national talking heads are even suggesting something so wild. The theory is that Richardson's potential is so universally respected right now that his trade value is arguably higher than multiple first-round draft picks combined. Analysts argue that if the Colts wanted to instantly pivot into a win-now super team, they could package the young QB to a quarterback-desperate franchise in exchange for a king's ransom of established all-pro veterans and high draft capital. The first scenario suggests trading him for a proven top-5 veteran quarterback and a premier wide receiver, essentially bypassing the development phase and going all in for a Super Bowl right this second. The second scenario involves shipping him off for a historic haul of draft picks, similar to what we saw with the Herschel Walker trade back in the day, allowing Ballard to essentially build the deepest roster in the history of the league. Now, as a passionate Colts fan, hearing these rumors makes my blood boil a little bit because you do not give up on a generational talent who bleeds blue. AR is the culture right now. However, looking at it objectively, the fact that these analysts believe trading a guy who has barely played a full rookie season could yield the biggest return in modern NFL history just proves how insanely highly the league views his ceiling. They know what we know. AR is a unicorn. While the front office is incredibly unlikely to ever pull the trigger on something like this, the mere existence of these trade talks shows that the rest of the league is terrified of what Richardson will become. It is a crazy testament to his value, but let's be real, he is our guy, and he is staying right here in the Circle City.
When you put all these pieces together, the picture for the 2024 Indianapolis Colts becomes incredibly clear. The aggressive offensive build-out around Anthony Richardson, combined with the championship grit of our newly added veteran defensive tackle, signals a massive shift in philosophy. The front office is no longer playing for next year or just trying to be competitive. The trade rumors, while wild, simply underline the insane amount of leverage and talent this roster currently holds. This team has the depth, the coaching, and now the veteran leadership to not just make noise in the AFC South, but to completely dominate it. If Steichen's aggressive play calling clicks with our recovering stars, Lucas Oil Stadium is going to be the toughest place to play in the entire NFL.
To wrap it all up, the Colts are building an offensive juggernaut, bringing in proven Super Bowl winners to lead the defense, and sitting on a goldmine of young talent that has the whole league talking. We are ready for war, Naptown. But I want to hear from you. Do you think the aggressive offensive strategy will secure us the AFC South title? And what are your real thoughts on those insane AR trade rumors? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more daily Colts updates. And as always, go Colts and for the shoe.